Ready?
Yep.
All right. Going up in 5, 4, 3.
Thank you. All right. I gotta. All right, stop it. I won't do that again. I have to remind myself that today is a Wednesday, not a Friday. Doesn't it feel like a Friday today? It definitely feels like it. Today is Wacky Wednesday here at LA School of Comedy, 10835 Santa Monica Boulevard, where we believe that if anyone's ever told you that you're funny, you probably are. So write it down and then bring it from the page to the stage. So my name is Billy Ramirez, your host for the evening, and I'm 43 years old, and I like to just mention that because I'm trying to get used to the fact that I'm 43. I'm a middle-aged man, or old, or will be old, or whatnot. I'm a middle-aged muchacho. Made a little shirt here, but I'm trying to cope with various aging things. Like, for example, like I don't think I'll ever try to outrun a fat cop, for example. I think those days are behind me. Like, I've never done it before. In my 30s, had chance. In my 20s, I always, felt like I was going to do it, but I never done it. And now the opportunity is over because now at 43 years old, I don't think a fat cop, or any cop for that matter, is going to give me 10 to 15 minutes to lightly jog in place to get my heart rate up so things don't end tragically for me. Because if I were to sprint, like, for example, if someone told me that a place across the street selling chicken wings were to sell free chicken wings for the next 90 seconds, I would have to give it up. Because if I were to sprint, I'm for sure blowing out an ACL, MCL, PCH, WNBA, what have you. I don't know. It's just getting old is a bitch. But anyways, what else is going on with me? Sorry, I'm a little off because so I'm new to hosting, and hosting is weird for me because I've been a drummer for a lot longer than I've been a comedian, and I'm not used to being so far close to the edge of this stage. Like, I'm so more used to just being in my own little nook back there behind kick drum and hi-hats and 5 people and their amps and equipment and whatnot, and that's a lot of attention on me, but it's fine. I like it. But I have to be honest with you. I'd rather be behind a couple of ferns, maybe reading a book, because that was one thing I used to do when I used to play in bands, and I would forget to just kick in the next song. Like my buddy Sean would be like, "All right, the next song is called The Green Flash, and ready, 1, 2." What the hell? And I'm like, "I'm sorry, Sean. I was busy reading about a hungry caterpillar." But one thing I definitely won't forget to do is introduce your next comedian. He's a new friend of LA School of Comedy, so please give it up for Amir.
He asked me not to go first.
Oh, well, did you ask not to go first?
It's okay.
Am I not supposed to mention your name?
No, it's okay.
Oh, sorry. Do you still? It's very informal. Don't worry. This is not. Lauren Michaels isn't watching. You don't want to go up next? It's all right. It's all good. Don't worry. It's like, sorry, you're not gonna make SNL now because of this. Lauren Michaels is not watching. Fine. I'm gonna ask who wants to go next. How about that? Alan. Alan. Please give it up for Alan, the number cruncher, Weiss.
Hello, thank you. We had a mess up at the beginning. It's okay. He's just suffering from old age. I realized that, by the way, my name is Alan Weiss, just in case you don't know that. If you want to know that, where you can send complaints, you can send complaints to Alan W. Weiss and Instagram. And if you like me, also send that there. So I was thinking about old age. Oh, here comes someone else. Come in. Hey, what's up, Chris? Okay, so I was thinking about old age, and I realized that if I had a kid by the time he's my age, I'd be dead. But no, really it'd be 80. So that's crazy, right? And the thing with having kids is they would just want your money for inheritance. So you have to. I'm just going to donate all my money so that they have to keep me alive, because that'd be the only way they're going to get any. It's my strategy. doing a bunch of new stuff, so bear with me. Everybody loves their mom. Let me get this the right one. Everybody loves their mom up into the point where she walks into your room while you're playing with your dolls. Maybe more pause there. Okay. My girlfriend and I were talking about buying cars. And we realized that we have different approaches to buying cars. I'm an accountant, so obviously I save and save and save until I can afford it. And she screws the salesman. I tried that. Didn't work. They charged me extra. I talked to one of my coworkers about this, and she told me that it worked for her. She drives a BMW, so now I drive a BMW. That's horrible. So scariest part about living at home alone, like I live by myself, the scariest part is when you're in the kitchen and you see someone else in the house. And then you realize that it was really just your friend who you invited over. And it's more scary when he happens to be black and naked. That happened. Accountants get pissed off when things don't balance. Chris knows how this is, but he's not an accountant. We get pissed off when things don't balance, Samir. We get really pissed off. When you try to reconcile two things, you try to take two sets of data, like taking your bank statement to your checkbook, try to balance it, and we get really mad when we're like 3 pennies off. It's like the feeling, so you know, is like when you drop your credit card in between your seats of your car and you can't get it out. That's how it feels like. There is a thing called math anxiety. That's where you get a lot of anxiety when you can't solve a problem for math. I have no problem with math, but in accounting, there's accounting anxiety. You get anxiety when things don't balance. So that's there. My mom's a lovely lady. She is, but she doesn't like to throw anything away food-wise. She just lets it expire, and then she just makes us eat it still, at least when I was growing up. It's disgusting. I don't know if your mom did the same thing, but my mom did that. And one day we were rummaging through the freezer, and we saw that there was a 5-year-old turkey in there. And my brother and I threw it out, and the next day it was back. So don't have Thanksgiving at my house. The turkey, you know how old it might be. My mom believed that when you use the microwave, it could unstale food. So if we had chips, and they were stale, she just told us to throw it in the microwave. I gotta figure out what that's like, but there a joke there. But so I ate mostly, fried chips, refried chips. It's like refried beans. Except for refried beans aren't really actually fried, and they're definitely not refried then. And you've never been to a Mexican restaurant that just had fried beans. I mean, everything else is fried. Why don't they fry beans? They fry like everything. Oreos. Have you ever been to a fair? Let's see. Well, that's all a bunch of new stuff. Been trying to work on. Let's see, go some other stuff. Chris, how are you doing?
Everything's good.
Good.
I like refried beans.
You like refried beans?
Yeah.
I like them too. I don't have any fat. I do. I don't have any because my mom doesn't cook, so she doesn't like fat people. So if I get fat, I'm out of the will. So I gotta stay skinny, so I don't eat anything. It's not Ozempic, I swear. It's not Ozempic. Let's see. I'm autistic. I went to my therapist and she told me, she's like, you're on spectrum. And I was like, how do you know? She's like, oh, it's your shoddy connection to everybody. My autism, first off, people don't think I'm autistic. They say I don't look like it, and it really pisses them off. It's a huge issue when I bite them. My issue of autism is I just don't pick up signals. I don't, like if my girlfriend's over, I have no clue what she can be pissed off and I just think she's happy. I just can't pick up signals. So I always say, ladies, if we're at a bar and you're standing there all night wondering whether or not I'll come over, just note that I think I won the staring contest. It's hard, you know. There's 5 love languages, and being autistic, my therapist taught me this, and there's words of affirmation, physical touch, quality time, gifts, and words of affirmation. And I always thought there were only 3: begging, pleading, and diamonds. Being on the spectrum, I don't like to be touched. It's like, you have a sensory thing. I just don't like to be touched by anybody. And the odd part is when I learned that my love language is touch. And I told my therapist when she told me this, I don't like to be touched, except for one place. My heart. Okay, 2 places. Okay, 2 places. I was learning to cook, and I was looking through all the, I was going through the market, and they have avocados, and it's really annoying when you get home and the avocado is bruised and battered. It's just like you open it up and it's all just bruised because people are manhandling it at the market. And I want to tell everybody, when you're getting an avocado, check the avocado's ripeness like you're doing a testicular cancer check. Gently. You don't want to mush the avocados. Just like think of it, your balls. You don't want to squeeze them too hard. It'll hurt. And you get home and it'll be bruised. So please don't do that. That way I don't go home and open them up. Actually, you can take the stem off and check if it's ripe, and all you just squeeze just the top just gently and you can see if it's ripe. Anyway, thank you. But I was rummaging through my cabinets. I was at my mom's house and I saw that all her spices were old. So I decided to, I couldn't throw them out because my mom's like, you can't throw out $80 worth of spices. So I use them as deodorant. It's cool. I like ghosts. Ghosts are cool. People always think they're scary, but I'd be a helpful ghost. I'd be a helpful ghost. It'd be like this, like, woo, you left your stove on. Or, woo, your girlfriend's got gonorrhea. Or, woo, close your shutters, your neighbor's a pervert. But since I'm autistic, I'd be an autistic ghost. So it'd be more like, woo, yesterday's date was divisible by 2. Thank you very much. My name is Alan Weiss. You can find me at Alan W. Weiss.
Let's get up again. Oh, Jesus. This is my senility. It's kicking in. Give it up again for the number cruncher, Alan Weiss. Speaking of being senile, let's talk about the movie Paul Blart. Does anyone here like the movie Paul Blart? No, I'm guessing no. I like the Paul Blart movies, and I've noticed a lot of resistance to the Paul Blart movies, and I don't understand why. Because like I've had this discussion with friends, and they're like, "Oh, it's a stupid movie," and it's like, "Yeah, I know. It's Kevin James playing a mall security guard. What the hell do you want?" It's not like it was originally adapted from like a 1950s post-war film. Paolo Blarte, international man of commerce security or something like that. No, as far as I'm concerned, it's always been Kevin James plays a mall security guard. Anyways, I just feel a responsibility to defend Paul Blart, but Where this stems from is, did you know that the movie Airplane is rated 7.7 on IMDb? Yeah, you know where it stands on the top 250? It doesn't. Like, and to me, that's insane to me. But it also kind of explains the craziness that's going on in the world. Like, when Airplane is rated 7.7, it's like, oh yeah, like whatever side you're on in the election. Like, if you're on the side of, oh God, I can't believe that happened, or whoo, I can't believe that happened. Like, either way, you got to admit that stuff is crazy. But forget about 7.7. You know who's rated 11 out of 10? Please give it up for the hilarious comedy of Miho.
Oh, me?
Just.
Where is it? Where I find my note? I found it. Thanks. Hello.
Hello.
California winter is here, right? Daytime like so hot and nighttime suddenly got so cold. It's just like my hookup. They're like, I love you. Oh my God, I'm gonna leave my wife for you and the shit. And he just ghosts you. Ghosts me. Or he's ghosting someone else too. Let's see. California weather. I'm gonna do this later. Okay. God, I rushed this note and like put in whatever I thought is good in the moment. Then I'm not sure which one's good. All of it seems weird. So, GPS is made by women for women, right? We can't read them up, so we needed a GPS so badly, and we got it. Yay! Because of women. Yay! Airbag, right? The airbag in a car protects you from the car accident. Made by Honda. Made by Asians, for Asians. Because we're a bad driver. Makes sense? Yeah, I'm both of them. I'm an Asian and a woman. So I benefit off of airbag and GPS. Yay. Yay. Do you guys listen? I don't know. I want you guys listen, but do you guys listen Chaperone? No. None of you guys. Listen once. I know. She looks like a clown, but yeah, she's singing like a clown too, but she has a song called it doesn't make you guys relate or anything. I even didn't think anything today. Okay. Pink Pony Club, right? Pink Pony Club. Like, it just one day came in my head and then I can't resist. You know, the song is like, Pink Pony Club, right? In my head, it's like, Pink Honey Crit. I can't help it. I didn't want to register, but like it's just going in my head and over and over. Someone got in my pussy. Yeah, let's talk about it. I got a pussy note. Your name can be on it when you eat my pussy, you know. Only people has eaten my pussy can have the name on my notebook. Color isn't pink. Because my crit isn't pink. I'm Asian, come on. It's like kind of like looks like a roast beef color, right? As people say. I'm talking about my pussy way too much. It's so weird when I'm the only woman and I'm just talking about pussy on stage. That's all I say. You love it?
Yeah,
Thank you for loving it. I love it too. I want to keep continuing talking about my pussy. Bridgerton. I bet no one watches Bridgerton. Like Bridgerton watcher and Chapel Rohan listener is like same people. So if we don't find it neither, then yeah, there's no chance. Bridgerton is stupid. Bridgerton is fucking stupid. I watched the whole seasons, but it was stupid from beginning to the end. It's like, yeah, those beautiful people are supposed to be together, obviously, from the episode 1, but they not gonna until episode 10. because it's a one season. They can't get together in episode 2. So it's fucking annoying. I'm mad the whole time, but I still watch. It's very addicting to get mad. It's like toxic relationship, you know? People are so like manipulative, and then like they're addicted to get mad and try to find a flow. That's what I was doing to Bridgerton. I was abusing Bridgerton whole season, right? Bridgerton men, every single one eat pussy. They eat pussy. That's why it's fucking fantasy, you know what I mean? Like, are you guys eat pussy? Yeah. All right. I knew that you guys don't eat pussy. You guys don't look like a pussy eater. It's no offense, you know? It's just a type. It's like divided room, pussy eaters and non-pussy eaters. But you know, you don't eat pussy, and do you get enough pussy? That's a question. Do you want more pussy? If you can have more?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then eat pussy. That's what I'm all saying. She's gonna come back guaranteed if you eat pussy well. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So watch Bridgerton and eat pussy. That's all I wanna like influence people from my stand-up. Like, please fucking eat pussy. Don't stand there bringing out your dick and waiting me to suck your stupid dick. Eat my pussy, then I may like you better, you know? Gotta eat pussy. Dr. Dre, right? Dr. Dre. I don't know many American culture. I didn't grow up here, especially like 90s. Like I was in Japan, and Japan is very, like, you know, we don't like other people. We don't like other people, so we only enjoy our own culture. So I didn't know who the fuck is Dr. Dre. For me, Dr. Dre was like in a song, someone yells, Dr. Dre! Like that's all information I knew about Dr. Dre. And then why is he fucking doctor? Is he doctor, right? And I watched his documentary actually. Then he's being called doctor because he was wearing surgeon mask. But if it was a 2020, he was just a Dre. Like, everyone had a mask. So, he was just a Dre. Dre, if in Japanese, he would be like a Dre-san. Like, it's just a Dre. So, yeah. But some people say, like, oh, he makes song like just like a doctor. It's an art. It's like, yeah. So, he's a doctor. I'm just going to give it a shot to all of it. New materials. Male gymnast. Male gymnast is so funny to watch. I mean, they're great, right? They do very masculine, like, flipping and stuff. And at the end, they always do this fairly hop. They don't know how to finish it. They don't know how to finish manly. So all they have is, it's so cute. It's really cute. Little cute fairly hop. So cute. I like seeing that. Yeah, a lot of women are attracted to soft side. Oh, it's already 2 minutes? Damn, I have to do this. 8? Oh, yeah, 2 minutes more, right? Right. KKK. KKK. You know, the one of the important guy in KKK is he speaks Japanese fluent. He lives in Japan for 16 years. So there's an interview. He talks about like KKK in Japanese, like how my brain understands like straightforward in Japanese. It's like so weird. And he says, oh, Japan is like our ideal country. We want to make America like a Japan. Because we don't like foreigners, so we don't have many foreigners. We only have one kind of people, which is Japanese mostly. So they want to make America like a Japan. So then we have to make KKK like a Japan first, right? So KKK, we're going to have a mascot character, will be a Hello Kitty. Because she's white, and she has no mouth. That's ideal women for KKK must be. She ain't speak anything. And then their hood going to have ears and a ribbon. It's perfect. And maybe little nose in the middle. So they can be so kawaii. And then for their meeting, Japan is famous for karoshi. People work too hard and die. So we have meeting. Hello. So we have meeting. We don't have meeting. I'm not in KKK. KKK have meeting, and then they're like, I forgot what I was gonna say. KKK meeting, and what was I gonna say? I'm lost. KKK have a meeting, and yeah. I got it back. My brain's back to life. If Grand Wizard don't leave the room, you can't leave the room. You have to do the hate speech until that Grand Wizard leave. So Grand Dragons can leave. That's like hierarchy of KKK. Somehow important people be called Grand Wizard. And then they go like, when they do hate speech, it's gonna be like, I hope you don't find it offensive or anything, but of course with your permission, can you please leave my country? It's gonna be so bright. Oh, that was most of it. All right, this is my time. Thank you. I'm Miho Fuji.
One more time for Miho, please. So I'm at an age where I should have kids and be married, but I don't have either. So a lot of my free space in my head is occupied by really stupid things. Like I think too much about a commercial, a Domino's pizza commercial. I haven't seen it in about 5 years, but it holds a lot. So it's the pizza. It's a commercial for Domino's Pizza's world's fastest pizza box holder. All right, I think about this commercial way too much, and the reason why I think about this commercial where this guy shows off that he can fold the pizza boxes as fast as possible and all that. The reason why I think about this commercial is because I need to know whether or not this world's fastest pizza box folding skill was discovered or learned. Because if it was discovered, there's probably a cool story attached to it. Like, I don't know, maybe when he was in college, like he and his frat buddies got drunk and they had a pizza box folding race off, or I don't know, when he was a kid, maybe he grew up in a small town, and on Super Bowl Sunday, the town pizza box folder fell ill, and he stepped in, folded all the pizza boxes, saved the pizza store, the town. Like, I don't know, whatever. My point is, if this world's fastest pizza box folding skill was learned, then I get instantly depressed thinking about all those hours lost to pizza box folding practice. Like, it's great that you're the world's best pizza box folder. Like, it's great that you're the world's best at anything. But of all the things you can be the world's best at, one of those things has to be the worst. And I'm pretty sure pizza box folding is going to be on that list. But then again, I might just be overthinking the very simple point of the commercial, which could just be that he just simply wants to show off that he's good with his fingers and he knows how to work a box. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyways, but you know who has a really good chance of setting the record for world's funniest comedian is our new guest here at LA School of Comedy. Please give it up for Mir.
I look like an ISIS paratrooper if you accidentally landed in a weed farm. Like, death to America! Never mind. Infidel, more like indica. Or Finadel taco. Anybody smoke marijuana in this room? Have you ever been so high?
Yes.
that you forget you're high. And then you get pulled over. And the cop says, "Are you high?" And you say, "Oh, yeah." Protect and serve my weed, officer. Thank you for doing your job and saving me money. I'm emotionally unstable. Thank you. But I don't care. I feel like most unstable people care. They're like, I'm going to freak out. I know I'm unstable and I don't care at all. So if somebody asks me like, how you doing? I'll say, really good. Are you sure? Yeah, I want to check out the Nobu later. I heard they have good sushi. Do you need me to call somebody? You could call Nobu. I hear snickering. That's keeping me going. That's nice. Thank goodness. Maybe it's pity, but that's all. I'm okay with pity. It's all right. I am a recovering pervert in Los Angeles, which is the city of yoga pants. Which is like being on a diet with some weird psycho waving chicken nuggets in your face all day. Acting like he's not. What? My chicken nuggets are liberated. I can shake them wherever I want. But if I try to taste the chicken nuggets, you violated my chicken nuggets. I'm going to have a chicken nugget protest with mild, medium, and spicy chicken nuggets with an assortment of your favorite sauces that are off limits. Might be, I wouldn't say this is the worst bomb I've ever had, but it's up there. It's up there. How are you, sir? Are you okay? You look angry.
No, I'm not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well, just next time you're in public, sometimes maybe you look angry. I know we just met, I'm guessing. How are you?
Pretty good.
Are you tired?
Yes.
Why are you so tired?
Yeah, just keep going.
Okay, good to know. Sorry to bother you. Angry guy. Anyway, I get angry. Sometimes. You were speaking of commercials earlier. I get angry. I saw a commercial for erectile dysfunction, and I got very angry because the poor sap was like, I get my prescription in the mail for a monthly fee. So I started screaming at the TV, "You don't have ED. You hate your wife. I have a prescription. Get a divorce." "No, honey, it's me. My penis doesn't work." It works when she's not around. It works when you go to the mall around all the other women. But when it's time to perform, I experience difficulty. You don't like her. You married her too fast. She's mean, and now she's ugly. Maybe you do have ED. You have early dementia. From lying to yourself for 20 years. I love her. I love her. That's what happens when you get married too fast. It's like fast food. Fast food makes you sick. Fast marriage makes your downstairs sick. You get sick downstairs. Oh, man. Believe it or not, I am enjoying doing stand-up right now. In a half-silent room. You know what? I blame Sunda. If she was here, it would be different. But it's okay. Sunda, we miss you. Can you hear them? That's not for me. That's for you. I have a question. Are there hookers that sell their bottoms for retail prices? If I roll my window down and say, "Hey, how much for a good time?" And she's like, $89.99. Or 3 easy payments of $29.99 plus a $4.99 service fee. And I'm like, "What's a service fee?" And then she gets upset. Because she doesn't like me questioning her service fee. I heard a racist person complaining that black men should pull up their pants. And I argued with him and said, no, they should not pull up their pants. The ones that don't pull up their pants should keep them there. Has anybody ever seen certain black men pulling up their pants that was previously sagged? Normally, violence follows that action. So if you ever see somebody coming up like this, fists or guns will be coming out. So if you ever see some dudes on the east side of LA with sagging pants, you are safe. Sagging pants are good. We like sagging pants. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you all agree. You were looking at me like, dude, we know this already. Move on. Okay. I love LA so much. It's awesome. I've had so many cool experiences moving here. I have made so many friends. I couldn't figure it out. Like, before I got here, I was like, how do you make friends? I have no idea. I can't figure it out. Moved here 3-4 years. Like, how do you make friends here? I figured it out. Here's the secret. If you want to make friends out here, here it is. $5 for 5 minutes, $10 for 10 minutes, $200 for an hour, but you can only talk about your parents. Welcome to Los Angeles. I want to marry a homeless woman to give back to Los Angeles. I think it will be good. Because then she would get to have somebody who loves her and takes care of her, and finally somebody to like listen to her or whatever. And I can have a woman where I can keep her and all of her stuff outside. Yeah. If I ever run into any of you again, now I know what defends who. So next time, I'll aim my jokes differently. One more. I know you want it. I know you're begging for it. Has anybody ever had Fun Dip candy in here before? Oh, my Lanta. Nobody else? No. Okay, well, this joke's for you, sir. Nobody's gonna get this, so I hope you laugh at this. I'm gonna stare into your eyes awkwardly. You've had Fun Dip also? Thank goodness. Yes. 3 participants. No? Not sure? Okay. It's Willy Wonka delicious powder. It's great. The problem is it comes with that crummy stick that tastes awful. The stick is bad. It's got a dipstick. It's not any good. So it's not fun. So what I like to use to make it more fun is a .357 Magnum revolver. Way more fun. Turns into Fun Dip roulette. Well, this is a fantastic reintroduction to the world of stand-up comedy. Can't wait to come back. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sunda. Hooray.
Once again, give it up for Amir. All right, so who here is not thinking about their own material right now? Liars. You're all liars. Come on. Yeah. This room doesn't look hardcore, but it's hardcore because no one's paying attention to you. Everyone's paying attention to their own material. So all you have to do, like you asked me, like have I ever done Zoom comedy? Yes, and also I've done this. It's basically the same thing where you just tell a joke and then, okay, they didn't laugh or whatever. Anyways, but had a funny conversation with my brother over the weekend where we were just reminiscing, and we ended up talking about an incident that happened about 30 years ago. It was the food poisoning incident where my entire family, it was only 5 of us, but my entire family, we got sick off of ice cream from Grocery Outlet. I don't know if you remember Grocery Outlet or anyone shop at Grocery Outlet, the discount grocery store. And we got violently sick, and but once we felt better, my dad and I went back to the Grocery Outlet on Monterey Road in San Jose Califas, and my dad returned the remaining ice cream. And I don't remember much about the conversation he had with the manager, but I do remember the manager holding his arm out and grabbing the rest of the ice cream and saying, I'm going to send this back to the lab. And then this conversation with my brother reminded me that it's been over 30 years and we never heard back from Grocery Outlet. And I'm also pretty sure that Grocery Outlet, the discount grocery store, doesn't have a goddamn lab. So, like that's, I don't know. It's just, I just realized we never heard back from Grocery Outlet and the lab. But fortunately for you, you know who's been crafting a lot of hilarious jokes in his comedy lab? Please give it up for Dove.
Oh, shoot. Thank you. I appreciate it. My comedy lab. Woo! Cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, guys. I'm going to turn my phone on real quick. Just try and record this. My apologies. My name is Dove Rudnick. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Yeah, love Thanksgiving. It's a great holiday because it's all about gratitude, you know? I feel like that's really important. Gratitude, you know? Yeah, give it up. Just an opportunity, I'll raise a toast just to say, you know what? Thank you for settler colonialism. Thank you. Delicious. All right. Settler colonialism, I mean, that's delicious stuff. Thank you to the Native Americans. My gosh, let's not forget them. The Wampanoags. That was the tribe that saved the Pilgrim's ass. The Wampanoags taught them how to grow corn and survive. I didn't know this, but my mother, well, her brother got his ancestry done. He was on that show, Finding Your Roots. You know that show? Skip Gates. He was on that show, and I found out that we were descended from the Mayflower, like 7 people from the Mayflower, which was the boat that founded the first colony in Plymouth Rock. And I was amazed. I was like, oh my God, that's a whole side of my family. I didn't know this. So I read this book about it, and yeah, it's quite interesting. It turns out it's not that special, though. Like, there's about 50 million Americans that are descended from that boat. Yeah. Because they were fucking like crazy. Yeah, it's funny, actually. I was reading about this. They were fucking like mad. And they were Puritans, right? So they're like, you know, don't do bad stuff, but just bang each other. And it was a problem. It was a real problem. William Bradford, who was the guy who wrote the book that we get the Thanksgiving story from, who apparently I'm a descendant of, that dude. And he wasn't supposed to be the governor of the colony, but the governor died because half the people died in the first winter. But anyways, he wrote that the biggest problem in this original colony was that there was so much adultery. There was so much adultery, and everyone was just fucking each other. I don't even know where the joke is in that. I just think it's kind of great to like think of the first colony and be like, it was basically a hippie commie in there. They're basically smashing. Okay. Well, yeah, happy Thanksgiving. You know, the Mormons believe that the Native Americans are descended from the lost tribes of Israel. You familiar with this? Yeah, well, that's what the Mormons believe. I don't know. At first I heard that. I was like, that's crazy. What are you talking about? That's insane. But then I was thinking about it. I was like, if you think about their names, you know, like the Indian names, they kind of sound like they were given by like roast comedians. You know, they're like, hey, it's Dances with Wolves over here. Look at the bloated buffalo, huh? What do we got here? Sitting pumpkin squash, you know. I was like, maybe there's something to that. I don't know, man. A bunch of old Jewish comedians. I don't know. Yeah. It's Islamophobia Awareness Month. Do you know that? It is. Any Muslims? Do we have any Muslims in the room? No. It is. It's Islamophobia Awareness Month. It's important to me. I've been observing it by being afraid of Muslims. The whole month, just been like, oh, fucking Muslims. I'm aware of this. Yeah, no. It's kind of messed up though that the Muslims get associated with like the crazy, you know, suicide bombers. It's just fucked up because like I work with a lot of Muslims. live in a community that has a lot of Muslims, and they're the nicest people in the world. And the fact that they get associated with the crazies it's just not fair. You know, I feel like it's like being a Dodger fan. Like, I'm a huge Dodger fan. I love the Dodgers. Any Dodger fans in the room? No? Okay. I love the Dodgers. I'm crazy about the Dodgers. But I'm not one of those crazies in East LA burning cars when they won the World Series. Do you know what I mean? But they don't represent me. So, like, religion is the same thing. Every religion has its crazies. You know what I'm saying? They don't represent them. Okay? I'm trying to say that, like, you know, it's not just Islam, you know? It's just, like, every religion has its drunk Mexicans. That's what I'm saying, okay? All right. Man, I don't know what's up with all these supermarkets and the self-checkout lines. Have you noticed? I went to Ralph's yesterday. Half the lines were self-checkout. It's like, I don't like this. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't agree to this. I feel like it's violating a social contract. You know what I mean? It's like, I work, I have a job, I pay money, and you provide a service. Like, now they want me to pay the money and work at the place. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't sign up. When did we all collectively agree to work at Ralph's? I'm just like, well, what are we doing here? If I'm going to be working here, like, what's the employee discount? You know, I'm like, what's the healthcare system like? You know, like, what's the copay? I got some dental work I need done, you know. As long as I'm working here, I want to know. You know, when's my vacation? How many weeks I get off? I'm just going to keep beating this. If I injure myself, when do I get my workers' comp? Yeah, no. It's fucked up. I don't like going to the fancy places, like the Whole Foods. I hate that place. I get insecure. You know, they call it a whole paycheck. You've heard that, a whole paycheck, because it's expensive. I mean, it's not even the money. I just get, like, insecure. I just feel uncomfortable. It's like whole self-esteem goes down the tube. Like, I don't know. Erewhon. You guys ever go to Erewhon? I hate that. That place gets so nervous when I walk in. I just feel like I feel like that I'm not good looking enough to go in there. Like, when I go in there, the security guards are, like, looking at me like, you don't belong here, son. You know, like, and I walk in there, I feel like a fucking creep. I'm like, because everyone's so hot, young and rich and sexy. I'm just like, I feel like I'm just gonna walk up to people and just be like, hi. I don't do that. I don't do it. I just feel that way, you know. You're so pretty. All right. I guess it's just me. I guess that's just me. But yeah, it's like no one normal there. No one, like, I'm just like, well, where's all the overweight, middle-aged Americans? You know what I mean? I was like, oh, that's why they call it Erewhon, because you walk in there and you're like, where'd Erewhon go? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I've been married for almost 20 years. Going to be coming on my 20-year anniversary. Ah, thank you. Yeah, never cheated. Been a one-woman man. Just the kind of guy that I am. Someone who can't get a side chick. It's fucking rough, man. Nobody else will have me. That's the secret to marriage, by the way. Not having options. That's what it is, you know? Just make yourself suitably unattractive and you will have a long and successful marriage. No. I'm just a very lustful man. That's my problem. I get attracted to women inappropriately. I do. Especially these women with these tattoos. I love tattoos. You like tattoos? Anyone a fan of tattoos? Yeah, it's hot, right? Because it's suggestive. You know? You're like, ooh, it makes you wonder, like, what other mistakes will they make? You know? It's like, what else are they going to put in their bodies? You know? Okay. Yeah. A little bit of a creep. I got to watch it, though, because I have a daughter. I have a little 10-year-old. She's awesome. Grown up. Best thing about being a dad is seeing your kid kind of go through the ages, development. I remember when she learned to read. It was like the world opened up to her. It was so cute. We passed by this restroom. She's like, Daddy, what's unisex? I was like, oh, sweetheart. That's where unicorns go to have sex. Yeah, we give them their own little room. They can really go for it. It's privacy. She's like, really? I was, that's right. That's why you never see them, because they're always doing it. She's like, really? I said, that's right. That's actually where we get the word horny from the unicorns. Horns. Yeah. So I just wanted to grow up right. You know what I mean, how much time do I have?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, man. Puberty, turns out it's not a hoax. It's real. It's real, people. It's descended upon our household. Yeah. I don't know. I'm learning all kinds of things. Very exciting. I don't have a joke to end it on. My name is Dove Rudnick. Thank you so much. You can find me at Dove Rudnick Comedy. Or you can come to see my show at Inglewood at the Miracle Theater every month. First Tuesday of the month, we have an open mic for those open micers. It's free from 7 to 8, and then we have a book show from 8 to 9:30, and you get into the show for free if you do the mic. Thank you so much.
Great. Where's the mic?
It's Inglewood on Market Street, January 7th.
It's
Seriously
Inglewood,
joking.
Market
Seriously
Street.
joking.
Seriously joking. And
Seriously joking.
Inglewood, always up to no good.
Yeah, come on through.
Yeah.
January 7th is our next one. Taking the holiday.
By the way, Dove, do you shop at Trader Joe's or Sprouts? Because they're exclusively all non-self-checkout.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I shop there.
Yeah, treat yourself. Yeah. It's gonna go anyways. But let's see. Sorry, I'm tripping myself over here. Let's see what is new with me. I don't know. I'm already in Thanksgiving mood. I already got my heart and eyes and gut set on Thanksgiving. But let's see, what else can I talk to you about to try to tie this in and bring in the next comedian? Like I said, it's being a host is a little anxiety inducing. Like as a part of it is as a Latino, as a Mexican American, I grew up under the rule of La Chancla. I don't know if you know what that is, but earlier today I was walking down Santa Monica Boulevard past Cafe 50s and I saw this lady eating outside. She reached for a sandal. I almost dove into traffic. Like, I'm just a little anxious there. I thought I was going to get un chanclazo que no sabes, hijo de la chingada. That was Spanish, by the way. This microphone's not glitching. Anyways. I hate the phrase, I took the liberty. I know it's a very specific thing to be mad at, but like I said, I don't have children or I'm not married, so I can think about stupid things like the phrase, I took the liberty of. Like the reason I hate it is because like it feels like you did something wrong. It's like for example, like I took the liberty of sending this guy to open mic. Anyways, or like I took the liberty of, because it's a very grandiose phrase. Like I took the liberty of, like, oh yeah, what did you take the grandiose liberty of? Like giving people universal health care. Like no, you took the liberty of ordering cheesy poppers for the table, or sometimes it's like, I took the liberty of tipping the valet for you. And then I'm like, well, why do you have to say it like that? Like I was going to get around to it. You don't have to say it. All right, fine. It's more of a personal thing, but I got more therapy to do. But don't you worry, because whether or not I hate this phrase, I'm going to take the liberty of introducing this next hilarious comedian all the way from across the pond. Please give it up for Chris Wheeler. Oh, wait. Wait. Let's do it right.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Comedy.
Put it together for Billy. It's not easy doing emceeing a show. I've done it a few times. I am half English, half American. Make some noise tonight. Come on.
Yeah.
Now, tonight's a very special night. I am doing a marathon comedy. I'm going to do one mic here, Then I'm going to Mikey's in Thousand Oaks, and then I'm going up to Ventura. I'm doing 3 mics in one. I've never done it before, so I'm a little bit nervous. I may need some support. I need more support than a training bra. Need a maternal bra, I think. I've done some research. You know, I knew we were going to do a comedy show tonight, so I'll do some research on breasts. How many of you like breasts? Got one? How many of you have sucked breasts? Good, everyone sucks breasts. That's exactly right. So we all have some kind of commonality with breasts. I found out in the Guinness Book of Records, the biggest breast is a Z cup. And this poor lady the breast was so huge, men had to carry the breast every time she went out. If she wanted to go to the grocery store, or what was the place you were talking about? Grocery outlet? They had to carry the breast. But if you go onto Amazon and you look to find what the biggest cup is, it's a K cup is the biggest size. Now, let me explain to you. If your girlfriend has a K cup, that's an all-day expedition on those breasts. You got to climb the hill. You got to get to the top. Now, if you're thirsty, you can get some milk. I always carry ice in my back pocket. I like my milk cold. But you're down in the valleys. It's a big ordeal if you've got a woman who's got K-cup. Do you guys want to hear some new stuff? What do you want to hear tonight? How's my haircut, by the way? Can I get a little... I asked everyone this week. I will tell you the story. I got a grade over here. Let me just tell you what happened. I go to this barber, and it's not that I love women. I just love women, okay? And this woman is very beautiful. She cuts my hair, and so I show up there. She's in there. She waves at me. And then I get in there, and she says, "I'm really sorry, Chris. I can't cut your hair today. I can't massage your head and rub my breast against you. But we do have a guy that's going to help you, Felipe." So this guy comes out, and I have nothing against gay guys, but the guy cut my hair, and I was concerned maybe I had a gay cut, because afterwards all the men talk to me. I get one woman talks to me after I got out of that haircut. Look, I come from England. My dad was American. They had sex. Someone was talking about the settlers. Was it you talking about the settlers? Yeah. I'll just give you a brief history because it's quite interesting. When I took the DNA test, I found out I'm about 97% white Caucasian, which is divided up into American and English. And I'm 1% French and 2% Mexicans. We talked about it. So in my family, there was a hell of a lot of banging going on. That's all I can say, a lot of banging going on. The American family comes from Philadelphia, outside Philadelphia. They were the settlers, but they were Quakers. And I guess they were persecuted in Sweden, and then they came. They didn't have anything. I guess there's 500 people in the boat. 250 died. I don't know where the comedy in that is, but I'm just wanting to get the information about it. And then my grandfather was a Davis Cup tennis player, doubles tennis player for Andrew Wheely. He was a Davis Cup tennis player for the United States. He went to London, banged my grandmother, had 3 kids, and he took off to London just after the war. And my mother told the kids that the father had gone, right? Because that was the way it was in those days. So now you understand why I'm such a fucked up person and I'm doing stand-up comedy. All right. How do you like my shirt? Anyone like my shirt?
Love that shirt.
Thank you. I got this at Dick's. Anyone like Dick's? Good. When I go to Dick's, I have 2 things in mind. One is buying a merchandise I need, and the second one is looking for lesbians. Because, let's be honest, no lesbian in their right mind is going to shop at Dick's Sporting Goods, right? So I go up and down the aisle looking for lesbians. I get my merchandise. I got this shirt. I got some shoes. And then the manager recognizes me. He says, "You're Chris Wheeler." I go, "Yeah." "You know me?" I go, "Yeah, well, you're the unknown comic that no one laughs at. That's going to be the LA Comedy School is going to show up 6 minutes late and sit in the back next to Alan Weiss." I mean, "That's me. Can you help us bring the lesbian traffic?" And I said, "I can. Let me think about it for a second. Yeah, let's change the name. We'll keep it Dick's Sporting Goods, but we'll put plastic in front of it. Plastic Dick's Sporting Goods. All the lesbians will come. There'll be lesbian sales around the clock." How many people in here are comedians? Applaud if you're a comedian. He's a comedian, for God's sakes. So look, think of it this way. We're in a big boat with a massive fucking hole, and we're all going to the bottom of the ocean together. So let's have some fun tonight, okay? I'm gonna do some. Those of you who don't know me, I'm English. I like to promote English culture whenever I do comedy. And English culture. The reason I'm doing it is because nobody else is doing it. And we're known for 3 things: horrible teeth, bad food, But we've got Austin Powers. Put it together for Mr. Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. We got one girl here. I'll give you a food item. If you like it, applaud. If you don't like it, I want you to scream bloody awful. Can I get a bloody awful?
Bloody awful.
Can I get another bloody awful?
Bloody awful.
That's much better, bloody awful. Now I'm going to try and do it in the Queen's voice. Can I try the Queen's accent tonight? Can I get a bit? All right. Okay, Queen, go ahead. Kidney pie with A1 sauce and an English wine which will be unmentionable.
Bloody awful.
Okay. Roast beef with roasted potatoes and horseradish. Oh, we can possibly feed you tonight. This one's my husband's favorite. It's also my favorite. Spotted dick sitting on an apple pie covered in a thick white substance called vanilla ice cream prepared by two gentlemen, actually just men, Ben and Jerry's. I don't know how I can feed you. Bangers and beans. I don't know how this one got on here. It's not right. Banger and take her to the International House of Pancakes. Thank you, Queen. Thanks for coming out. How do you like my Queen? Was it okay? Woo! Shit, I tried so hard on that. And the reason I can do that voice is because my mother sounds a little bit like, who is the Robin Williams character, the woman that Miss Doubtfire and the Queen? My mother's between that voice. I'm kidding you. When she calls me, it's like that. So I just imitate my mom. Well, I've got the 8-minute already. My girlfriend's gone. Can I get a violin in the front row? That means there's no puss for me for a while. Look, when these happen, as men and women, we got to kind of look into ourselves and see what did we do? What was the causation of this breakup? And I thought maybe it's the shower curtain wasn't straight, the toilet seat was always up, I didn't pull the chain a few times. That's a really bad thing. I watch a lot of World War II movies. Or possibly it was my penis. You know, we think about this. As guys, we think about it. So I called up Emily, and I said to her, what was the reason that you left? You know, you're in Idaho taking care of your mother. What's the reason you left? She said, it's not about you or me. We just grew apart. You do comedy, and I go out with my girlfriends dancing, and we go to Denny's and have a Grand Slam breakfast with no sausage. I go, yeah, but you're getting sausage somewhere else because you're not getting it at my house. And so I said, look, the only question I really have before I get off stage here, LA Comedy wants to know about this. Was it my penis?
No.
And she said, well, your penis is ample. I have a fucking ample penis. When I look it up in the dictionary, ample means sufficient or adequate. That's what I feel like. I've got an ample penis. Who in here would want an ample penis? See, nobody wants an ample penis. I told you, not even the girls. Do I have any more time or I'm all done? It looks like I'm all done.
30 seconds.
I've got 30 seconds. Okay, I will tell you where I'm appearing. I'm appearing at the Ice House January 18th. Please come out if you can come out to that. I'm going to be I do comedy all over town. I'm also looking for big gigs, and I'll probably I want to go to his open mic in Englewood if he'll have me. I don't have time. Can I do the American menu really fast?
Quick.
Can I do American menu with an American voice? Okay. We'll work on American voice because my American side has to come out at some point. Here we go. If you like it, you applaud. If you don't like it, it sucks. In and out, double, animal style, fries and Coke. We've got some momentum tonight. Dodger, dog, 9-inch wiener. I can make it 10-inch wiener if you want. Relish and mustard. Got a 10-inch wiener here. Very good. Double bacon burger. Hold the pickles. Wash your hands with antibacterial soap and toast my buns. No one liked that one. The last one on here is a roast beef sandwich with dildo pickles, fruit salad, hold the sausage. I got the dildo pickles in because everyone likes the dildo pickles. Anyone like dildo pickles? He does. I kept the dildo in because people like the dildo. My name is Chris Wheeler. You can find me on Instagram, Chris Wheeler Voice. Put it together for our host, Billy here. See you guys in a week.
Once again, give it up for Chris, the big banger and masher Wheeler. Yeah, let's see. So almost about to wrap it up here, but what else can I talk to you about? Like, what else is going on in my life? In my day job, I'm in marketing. I do digital marketing, and I've been trying to find the next step in my career. Been applying to new jobs and whatnot. It's annoying because I have to send a resume and a cover letter, and I understand the resume, but the cover letter seems so pointless. 'Cause I've never been at an interview and seen a copy of my cover letter. I've seen my resume. I've never seen my cover letter. And also, like, if you think about it, if someone is well qualified for a position, what are the chances their cover letter is really gonna eliminate them? Like, if you need someone to build you a rocket, and then you're interviewing this person, like, oh, thank you, let's see your resume. Oh, you built this rocket and that rocket and a satellite and this other stuff and various other technological achievements I don't know enough about to add to this bit. Like, wow, you're the person. But this cover letter, I got to tell you, this cover letter is a snoozer. So we're going to have to pass up, this position. So, but then on the other hand, like, how many times does a good cover letter override a really bad resume? It's like, it's like, hi, nice to meet you. What's your name? Juice? Your name is Juice? Oh, okay. Let's see your resume. All right. Looks here like you haven't worked in the last 28 years. And the last position you had was managing a VHS video rental store in Davenport, Iowa. Is that correct, Juice? Really? I don't know about that, but this cover letter, Juice, I got to tell you, to borrow a word from your cover letter, I was enraptured. So just from this cover letter alone, I'm going to offer you the job. So welcome aboard. Tomorrow morning, you start as the head of pediatrics at Cedars-Sinai. Anyways, the cover letters are so pointless, but cover letter or not, actually, no, this man does not need a cover letter or a resume because his work speaks for itself. So please give it up for the man holding it down on the ones and twos as producer and also as a comedian and as an actor and teacher. Please give it up for Mr. Aaron McIntyre.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Really? See? Okay, there's too many fucking handshakes, okay? Can't take the handshakes. You know what I'm saying? You walk up to somebody and you're like, hey, what are we fucking doing here? One handshake, okay? Put them all together or something. I don't give a shit. My name is Aaron McIntyre. It's Aaron. It's not Aaron, and it's not Aaron, okay? So it's not E-R-I-N. It's not E-R-I-N. That's the gay way, okay? So if there's any Aarons out there, you're either a woman. I'm not saying you're gay, but it's just a gay name. I mean, it's even worse than the one I changed my name from, and that's why I changed it, because it was half as gay as E-R-I-N. It's not A-A-R-O-N either, so please don't call me A-A-Ron, okay? I'm sick of hearing it. It's A-E-Ron. Besides, A-A-Ron should be Aaron, because of aardvark. Am I right? Double A, aardvark. It should be Aaron. Shouldn't be Aaron. Fuckers stole it. I am also, I actually did, I lived in Japan when I was like 8. And we were talking about commercials earlier. And there's one commercial that I still have stuck in my head from 8 years old. And it was for a ham company. They made ham. And it was a little song. It was a little cartoon. It was little cartoon of pigs going across the screen. And the song was, Nippon hamu, buta buta buta, Nippon hamu, buta buta buta, Nippon hamu, buta 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 but. And then the pig would turn around and go, Nippon hamu. And his butt would have the fucking thing on it. I was like, this is the weirdest thing in the world. I don't know if that's funny, but it's something that happened to me. I also have a daughter. I have a daughter. She's 27. She lives in New Zealand, and she's a prison guard. But fortunately, it's a kiddie prison. It's for juveniles. So they're not quite adults, but every time she comes to visit, it's like I'm in prison. I swear to God, she tells me when to go to bed, when to get up, when to eat, and she's always fucking using my commissary money. She always wants my commissary money. I got to pay her phone bill, and I got to get the commissary money. give that up. I am mentally ill. I knew that would get you. I'm bipolar. Don't worry, I'm medicated, fully medicated. I also have ADD, which everybody has from what I understand, because every time I say I have ADD, everybody goes, yeah, me too. Everybody's got it. It's like it's rampant. Everybody's got ADD, so there is no ADD. There's only anti-ADD. So if you have anti-ADD, you probably can do better following a straight line than I can. And there was one other thing. What was it? Ah, fuck! Oh, yeah, Tourette's. I forgot about that one, yeah. And by the way, you know, bipolar, it used to be called manic depressive, which I think is definitely more apt. I mean, it's definitely a better description of it. Because, you know, you're either really manic, like, oh my God, everything is wonderful. Look at this stool. Have you ever seen a stool like this? Can you imagine how many people it takes to make a stool like that? I mean, you got the aluminum, you got the leather, you got the top. And it's either that or, Jesus Christ, just get me out of here. So that's a better description of it than bipolar. I don't live on two poles. I don't live on two poles. The commute would be fucking killer. You think that California to New York is bad? Fucking North Pole to South Pole? Be awful. And you know, the penguins, South Pole, right? No penguins in the North Pole. Did you ever notice that? Kind of amazing. No penguins up here. It's the same environment, right? But I guess it's true, you know, we don't have lions over in South America. But anyway, that doesn't matter. The thing is I found out there used to be penguins. But they had to get rid of the penguins because Santa found out that all the elves were fucking the penguins. So they had to get rid of them, and they sent them down to the South Pole. And that was a nice commute for them. I have a mother. Everybody have a mother? Was yours domesticated? Because mine wasn't. Mine was definitely not domesticated. My mother was kind of crazy. During the pandemic, I went out and took care of her for about 6 months. You know, right? And I didn't do a very good job because she died. Thank you. Because she would have laughed at that joke. She would have laughed at that joke, but she couldn't laugh at it because she's dead. You know, I told it to her, but she was dead, so she can't. It was really fun. It was actually really fun. It was like one of the best things and one of the worst things, or one of the most difficult things I've ever done. You know, but she was she really wanted to go. She had a nice long life. She was 98 years old. She was, you know, every morning she'd come out. It was the cutest thing. She'd come out and she'd come to the table and she'd, you know, wheel out there and she'd sit there and she'd go, God, why doesn't somebody just take me out back and shoot me? So, yeah, she wanted to go. She wanted to go. The doctor would say, my God, you've got the body of a 20-year-old. You could live to 110. And she'd go, fucking don't say that to me. She didn't talk like that, though. She was very sweet. In a very sour way. She used to, I used to do this trick where I jump over the couch, you know, like Mannix. Anybody remember Mannix? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. He had this thing where he'd run and he'd jump over the railing in the beginning. I thought that was the coolest thing, so I tried it on our couch. And my mother caught me. She said, don't jump on the couch anymore. So, okay. So she was in the back of the house one day vacuuming. I hear her vacuuming. So the sound of the vacuum is going to cover up my terrible, terrible act of jumping over the back of the couch. And so I ran along and I jumped up and my foot got caught on the back of the couch and I went boom right on my head, knocked me clean out. So I was unconscious. And I wake up to this sound. And I open my eyes, and my mother is standing over me with a vacuum cleaner going, I told you not to jump on that fucking couch. So that was my mom. Oh, I forgot. We were talking about genetics, right? I did my 20. Were you talking about 23andMe? I did 23andMe. Yeah. And I got a call from my daughter, and turns out I found out from 23andMe I have something. I have another daughter who's 43 years old. I had no idea she was alive. And my youngest daughter said, is it possible that I have a sister? And I was like, yeah, it's possible. She says, yeah, she's got a really simple name. It's Miller. And I was like, yeah, you have a sister. And I knew exactly who it was. I had no idea. There was all sorts of drug dealing and stuff like that right toward the end of the relationship. I was 17 years old. I just got out of high school. It's just a kid. So now I've given you an idea of how old I am. And no, you are not old if you're 43. All right? I mean, look at me. I went to get my hair cut. Look what they fucking did. And what is it with the top knot shit, right? People walking around with the hair on the top of their heads. What do they do? Is that just a fuck you to bald people? Like, look at this. I can grow it on top and you can, but you got it over here. So I just shaved the whole fucking thing and not worry about it. I think I'm going to say I love you all. You guys are fabulous people. It's been a wonderful, wonderful time tonight. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not bad. You're getting better at that clapping. Keep going. Yeah, all right. Let's give it up because we're going to bring up our closer for the evening, our host, MC, beautiful Spanish-American man. Well, you just close. Yeah, I can close it. I can close it. You close it. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron McIntyre. Oh, I didn't say. December 8th. We're having an acting workshop here. Starts at 7 p.m. for any adults. If you're a young adult, come at 4:30. But that means 10 to 17, not 8. I don't want to babysit. I want kids who are really into this stuff. So 7 o'clock, 10835 Santa Monica Boulevard, LA School of Comedy. My name's Aaron McIntyre. You can find me at Aaron McIntyre. Yes, did you have a question, sir?
December 8th.
Yes.
It's, what time again?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. How much is it?
It's free.
It's free. And, okay.
First one's free.
Okay, how long is it?
3 hours.
Okay, great.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody. God bless you.
All right, thanks for spending some of your holiday week with us here this Wednesday for Wacky Wednesday here at LA School of Comedy. So thanks for all the comedians, everyone who watched, and I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving week. And please do me a favor and don't smack anyone. I don't know, maybe if someone deserves it, maybe smack them, but not on my account. So until next time, you'll see us this Friday for Freaky Friday, which is basically the same thing. Come here at 7 o'clock. You get 10 minutes for $10, and you can sit and watch for $5. So once again, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on Friday. Hosting's a whole thing.